This is Pedocynical's video. Yep, Pedocynical. So let's start it.
I'm going to use this video to address the allegations made against me. Recently,
Less allegations and more straight up facts. You do, even in this video, admit to exposing a minor to sexual content, and you're an adult. And worst of all, it's not even like nudes or pictures. It's full on, I want to fuck you and I'm an adult. Now, the age difference, people might point out the age difference, but 19 is a actual adult and 15 is a minor. So yes, you are pedocynical. And worst of all, you have that fucking Karen haircut. It looks disgusting, man.
Recently, to those who are unaware, I've been accused of grooming a 15-year-old boy when I was 19. I'm some.
All right. So, by the way, the definition of grooming, at least in my mind, is exposing a minor to sexual content in a effort to have sex with the supposed minor. So that's what I believe grooming is. I don't know what these other people who probably watch fucking Cuties and the R. Kelly rape tapes, for some reason, think as fucking what you call it, uh, grooming, but that's how I view it.
A predator and was aware of his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie.
It's irrelevant if you were aware of his age. You still did the deed with a minor. So it's like people who get caught like fucking minors and they're like, I didn't know their age. The person had a fake ID. I met this person at the club. All irrelevant. You're just admitting to the crime. It's best if you said nothing and let your lawyer talk. These are all irrelevant facts because we can't have a nation where all you have to do to get away with fucking a minor is yelling out, they had a fake ID. We don't want to do that. Or I didn't know their age. Sorry, pedocynical, but no.
Proof for these insane allegations is paper thin and embarrassingly wrong.
Even paper thin causes paper cuts. So, yeah, just like to point that out.
For those who haven't read the entirety of my original response, let me give a little background. When I was 19 and 20, I liked to take part in this degenerate...
You did this for over a year with this minor? So this minor who was 15, could have been 14 or, depending on the timing, 13, and you've been doing this shit for a year with the minor? Well, technically, I guess 2 years, depending on how long. 2 years with this minor, and we don't know, this is the only one that came out, like, first. There could have been other minors that you did this with.
Furry roleplay with pretty much anyone that would reciprocate. And looking back...
Oh my gosh, this guy's playing a fairy role play and he's gay. Okay. Oh my gosh, the joke just set it up by itself. But yeah, let's go back to pedocynical.
On it now, the word cringe, that doesn't near do enough justice to how sad this all was. These conversations...
Yep. And it's stuff that you joined in. It's stuff that you decided to do with a minor. It's absolutely disgusting.
But still old enough to know better. But let me be very clear. I had absolutely no idea that he was 15.
So, I mean, that's what all predators say. I had absolutely no idea that this person was this age or that age. Your ignorance does not clear you out. Like, ignorance of the law does not make the law invalid. Just like to tell you.
Absolutely did not lie in my original Reddit post, and I would like to emphasize that. Ivory himself did not disclose to me directly that he was 15. And
so, I mean, it's up to the person, it's up to the adult to find out the age. The child does not need to expose their age or anything like that. Like, come on, it's not the child's obligation. It's the adult's obligation to find out what age their person they're being engaged with is.
The evidence itself supports this too. Up until September this year, I'd be perfectly cool with him. We were still speaking.
Yep, that's because he didn't expose your little secret that you're having rendezvous with underage boys. It's the same thing with Kevin Spacey. And Kevin Spacey, the guy who actually exposed him, was a grown-ass adult.
And still on very good terms. However, for one reason...
Of course you were. You were... And he says that they're on very good terms, but then the person doesn't expose their age to them and you're on very good terms. Seems a little fishy.
Or another, he felt the need to come out about these allegations, to expose that I'm a sex...
Yes, to be a hero. Like many people who are sexually assaulted or groomed, they don't come out with allegations till like decades after.
Predator, I took advantage of him, and I knew his age all along. This is all untrue, and I am amazed how out of proportion this is all blown up.
I mean, how out of proportion is it that people are mad that a grown-ass adult is flirting with a minor? I mean, how proportional should the reaction be, my friend?
Some of our conversations were leaked online by Ivory. Here's one of the more damning ones.
I'd love for my Sona to be licking at his fat, sweaty ass while rubbing his belly from behind, and then just having him gas all over my Sona's face.
Fucking disgusting. I'm gonna skip all this shit. Y'all can watch the video and then watch it for yourself.
Literally deviant art here. My God. He's
less deviant art and more deviant texts and fucking deviant thoughts, because if it was deviant art, we would see like graphics and shit like that, just like porn.
Provided a lot of proof like this to show how much of a degenerate I was, and I mean, I agree, you know.
You still are a
You got
degenerate.
me. Now, the whole world pretty much knows what...
You still are a degenerate. Like, if you're a rapist, you're a rapist for life.
I jerk off to, but what he and no one else has done is...
You jerk off to little boys?
Close to substantiating how this constitutes as grooming. Ivory himself even struggles to explain how what I did was grooming.
Oh, what? A minor? A minor who brain is not large enough to actually be finished growing cannot articulate themselves like a damn adult? What? What? Pedocynical? I mean, this... And you have this fucking man...
How were you groomed?
This fat load of shit right here look like, who's that guy? Jared Fogle. So he might be fucking the boy too. I don't know. Maybe that's why he's so nervous.
Because you don't need to be groomed for this to be wrong. I mean, is it really fair that you use the word grooming? And if that's true, if you feel that...
It doesn't, well, it is grooming, but it doesn't need to be grooming for it to be wrong. But it's another damn charge. I mean, it's like breaking into a house and raping a person. Like, you know, you could have the rape without breaking into the house, but breaking into the house could get you another charge, like home invasion. They could add a few more years to your sentence. So, yeah, it's important to add as much charges down that's possible, my friend.
True. Where was this going?
Oh, yeah, by the way, this
See,
proves
I'm not
nothing.
like, I don't know.
He's a kid.
I was in a
Of
call
course
with
he's
my
not
friend
going to
when I,
articulate
typed
himself
it out,
well.
And I typed I remember I typed that and asked is that okay?
Because it reads more like a YouTube thumbnail.
Who the hell writes this shit on YouTube where you could where the whole public could see your sick, demented fucking kinks?
You honestly believe? Did you not understand the definition of the word?
I feel like it was like...
Something tells me this guy definitely understands the definition of a word and the lifestyle. Like, look at this fat piece of shit. But yeah, you know, pedocynical. He's at it again. And by the way, just because he didn't know the person's age does not invalidate how wrong it is that it happened. Like, who fucking cares? Like, do you want people just to be charged with rape of children and then they're like, I don't know the person's age, and then the judge just slap him on the back and say, "Oh, you didn't know the person. Oh man. Not knowing the law doesn't invalidate the law, and that's all I have to fucking say."